Glad to have you with us from Athens, Georgia. Tonight, under the lights and between the hedges, the Georgia Bulldogs are set to kick off another home opener. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the Army Black Knights, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Bulldogs about to kick it away and get this season started. No return coming. He'll call for the fifth. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. The give on the inside. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Bolden. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. The snap sets up the throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Reed. Hard running there.
That's a great play call there, guys. I love it. Listen, they didn't get the first down, but this QB sneak on the very next play is going to get it, and this drive's going to keep going.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
A lot of times you can tell by the pass set, that tackle gets really, really quick. You can tell that ball's going to come out quick. Great job by the defensive end, seeing the ball come out quick, getting his hands in the air, and deflecting the football.
Fires to the right. It's caught. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Calls his own number. Past the 45. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. The Black Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Bolden. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Trying to get the corner. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Listen, we all want to get to the quarterback and get sacks, but when you realize the quarterback's going to throw the football right away, you just try to get your hands in the air, get a deflection, make him throw around you. Great job by the defensive end.
Down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Black Knights! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Frazier. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. First down for this offense. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll start this drive with a pass. Immediately fires to the middle. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Looking to pass. It's Grishada. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect him to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
He looks that one in nicely. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And the Dogs are moving quickly down the field. He wants to throw it again. Got a man. It's Etienne.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. What do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
They'll run it from the gun. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down.
And this running back right now is sending a very clear message. He doesn't want to just be known as a guy that can run around you or run away from you. He wants you to know he can lower the shoulder and get those tough yards if need be.
Runs through a tackle.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Gonna run it. It's Frazier. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. And those hairy dogs taking a bite out of another first down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the dogs do.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The give to the back. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They'll try to run for it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's sprinting, he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
We know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fair catch, called for and made. The offense set for a first down play. They'll try the run. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Benson. Still running at the 40. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Oh, better look out. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And this receiver is so dangerous. There's so many different ways that he can hurt a defense. You got to throw it to him conventionally, but find creative ways to get him the football out in space and let him go to work.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Back to pass, it's Bolden. Got his man. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's when he catch it, big fella.
And the Black Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw it again. It's complete on the right side. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Army!
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Old Dominion went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters there in that fourth quarter. Total destruction by the Monarchs in a statement win if there ever was one. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front ball to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Comes out throwing on first down. Makes the grab outside. It's Etienne. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
They've got the screen set up. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Fires to the big fella. Tackled, but he has a first down. Georgia going up tempo.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. After the first down completion, it's second and short. To throw, it's Rashada trying to get to him. Makes the catch near the sidelines, but he's down immediately before he gained an inch.
I think sometimes offensively you've got to have a bit more awareness of where you are in the field. You've got to feel yourself getting close to the boundary, and you've got to settle down. That guy looked like he was a little bit out of control, and as a result, that throw took him out of bounds for no gain.
And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Going up top on first down. Setting up the screen. On the move at the 30. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Georgia! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm, but this passing game can continue to heat up. Look out in the second half.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. This time he's got his man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Catch in the middle. It's Shannon. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on 2nd down. They're going to throw it again. Got his man on the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. The Black Knights get it past the sticks. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. He's going to pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
Right on target this time. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Jesse, that's like a throwback to yesteryear, tossing it to a pass-catching fullback.
Well, it's nice to know as a quarterback, when things aren't open downfield, you can find the big fella for a check down.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Back to throw, it's Bolden. He'll off one deep down the left side. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. Caught in the backfield, it's Benson. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sideline to be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. It's caught downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Black Knights will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Well, great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
This offense has a second down play. Looking to throw, it's Rashada. Quick completion on the out route. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
That is a really good-looking throw. You think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
Quick completion on the out. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. He wants to throw it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line them up in different places and even throw them the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get them going there.
They want to just keep throwing it. Touchdown, Dogs! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football, be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary and make that big play.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Here comes the offense on second down. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass, it's Bolden. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And it's caught inside the 25. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Got some room in under the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Black Knights. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Frazier. He gets a block. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give them a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job.
And it's intercepted. A turnover from the defense. Takes it the other way. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. It's complete to the right. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Scanning the field, it's Bolden. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Pass on the way, it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Now, teams that play cover one at an elite level have an elite guy in the middle of the field, but he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run, he breaks on the football when he needs to, goes and makes the big interception.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
On the run, it's Frazier. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose at the 20. Touchdown, Georgia. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quick.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. And that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Going deep. It's complete. A huge pickup. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Georgia 42, Army 21.
First down to start the drive after the break. They'll throw it from the red zone. Makes the grab on the left. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Black Knights will hustle to the line. Wide receiver shows motion. Dropping back, it's Bolden. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
This quarterback is out of sorts at this point of the game, guys. He's already thrown 2 picks. His fundamentals are falling apart. He threw that last pass off of his back leg. This is not a good sign for this quarterback moving forward.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They'll power it inside with the fullback. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Don't complicate things. Give it to the big fella. By the way, the fullback who blocks all the time, does all the dirty work. Hand it to him. Let him plow ahead, Palmer, and get that first down.
Are we in a time warp? Like, what year?
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Army! He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
About to kick it away after scoring a touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 27-yard line, just couldn't quite shake free. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Grabbed behind the line. It's Frazier. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Extending the play. Got it in the middle. It's Humphries. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. The Bulldogs with the 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Time to take a shot. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Rashada. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's caught inside the 15. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. The Dogs have this offense rolling. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Pressure coming. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
This defense doesn't even have a chance to blink after just giving up an explosive play. You get lined up, and all of a sudden they're throwing it over your head again into the end zone. They better get ready, lined up. I'd expect another shot coming.
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Bulldogs come to the line in the hurry-up. He'll keep it himself. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. As the defense comes out, they've got him pinned back, and listen to the roar of this crowd. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Shannon. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Wants to throw, it's Bolden. Feeling some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Fullback's got it. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down. On 1st down from their own 22. Give to the big fullback. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. He'll set up to throw. Keeps looking downfield. He's got it on the run. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body.
Touchdown, Dogs! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across.